What's up, warriors? Welcome to another Bitcoin price update. Today's Monday, and as you can see, last weekend, right, we were around this section here, and I was telling you, hey, we're getting a rejection here. We need to wait for verification before we can think of moving up, right? Well, what happened is we did try multiple times, and we ended up getting rejected and started coming back down. As you can see, these are Fibonacci levels from the bottom, right here, to the top, right here, right? So from there, as you can see, these levels have been acting as either support or resistance, right? And I was telling you guys, hey, listen, if we come back down to the single prints, not always, but most of the time, they do get refilled. And as you can see, we enter here, right? And we were holding here for a little bit. As you can see right here, we were holding and holding and holding until finally we broke down and came all the way back down and filled all these single prints right here. Okay, so now where we at? Well, we did come down to this level here. Okay, and we have been touching that for a little bit. Last night we were seeing this coming down, and then this was holding us support, and we did get a nice bounce back up. So let me zoom in here. As you can see, right, once we zoom in, this level here was hit multiple times. Okay, was hit multiple times until finally we end up getting a nice pump to the upside, right? If you did take that trade, that would have been around a nice 5 point something. It says there 5.18, but I'm not really so sure. Around 5 points, 5% basically to the upside, which is amazing. But what happened next? We ended up getting rejected on this level, and now we came back down basically to the same level, another 4.4% to the downside, right? So that's where we are right now. As you can see, this is the resistance, right, which is around this section here. As you can see, we do have a Fibonacci level there, plus this box here, right? I think I had there, it was I think it was daily or something like that, resistance. Okay, and that's around that 39,500 area or so. Okay, and we do have this low here again, which is around the 37,700 or so. So right now we're in this range. We created a new range, right? As you can see from the top, came back down, came back up, came back down, and now came back up, and again we came back down. So now what we do is we trade this range until it breaks, right? Because it is going to break. It's either going to break to the upside or it's going to break to the downside. Now let's look at the bearish scenario first, and then we'll look at the bullish scenario. Let's say that we do break to the downside, right? Well, then we have this section here that we need to break. Is holding as support right now, which is amazing. Okay, we also have this Fibonacci levels right here. So as you can see, it keeps going back and forth to it. So it's gonna break either to the upside, to the downside, right? So let's say it does break to the downside. Then we have another Fibonacci level around here, which is around that 36,600 or so. Then we have another one around here, which is around the 35,500 or so. Then, of course, we have this nice support level here, which is around that 34,500. So you can call it from basically 35,000 to around that 34,300 or so. Okay, so that's about $1,000. So let's say from 35 to 34, right? Now, of course, if we break down this way, then we're coming back down to, the 31 to 29,000 in area, but we're not there yet. Okay, we're here right now. Okay, so remember, these Fibonacci levels are support until they break, right? And that's the bearish scenario. We might come down and revisit the single print here. Okay, I'm not saying that we are, but we might. Okay, now if we do break this level though, then this is looking very bearish. Okay, and I don't know where that's gonna stop. It's just one of those things that you have to wait and trade, the levels to levels, right? Now let's say that we do move up to the upside. Okay, so from there, let's say that we do have a nice little pump again and we break this section. Okay, well, from there you got to understand that we do have the yearly VWAP here. Okay, and that is around the 40,300 or so. Then we have another Fibonacci level here, which is around that 41,100 or so. Then we also have the monthly VWAP. Okay, that's around 41,700. Another Fibonacci and the monthly open. Okay, so we do have a lot of resistance going to the upside. Okay, and then from there we still have this resistance level here that we were not able to break. Okay, and there was a Fibonacci level as here as well, as you can see, right? And this is around the 44,500 to around that 45,500 or so. Okay, so from 44,000, let's say, to 45,500, that's major resistance, right? So the only thing I would tell you is, for me personally, if we do get to this side around here, I could see us, moving up to, oh man, I don't really know, but I would say at least around the 48,000 to 52,000 area, maybe coming up with a big wick, grabbing a lot of liquidity, and then continue going back down. All right, that's one scenario. The other scenario is if we do come up to these levels, right, and we start holding above and closing above, moving back up, closing above, then yes, you can see us moving back up to, the 45,000 to 60,000 level. But if we don't hold above those and start closing candles above, then no, we're going to come back up and maybe drop again. Now, if we do start closing above, of course, as you can see, we have all these levels here, right? And these are resistance until we reclaim them. So that's it, my friends. Not really that much. As you can see, on Friday and Wednesday and Thursday and all these days, I was telling you, hey, we are here right now, okay, but I'm seeing a lot of resistance. We might drop to the downside and refill this single prints, and hey, exactly as predicted, right? So this is why you always need to have a bullish scenario and a bearish scenario. Okay, for me right now, my bearish scenario is if we break this level, right? Then we still coming back down. But right now, this is not a good time to short. Why? Because we are major support right now. Well, this is when you're in support, that's where you're looking for longs. And when you are on hidden resistance, that's when you're looking for shorts. Okay, this is, if you just do that one little step right there, it's going to change your trading for the best, right? Because what happens is a lot of people start looking for shorts when there are major support, excuse me, and then it longs, right? And you're wondering, well, man, I thought it was going lower. No, that's what happens is when you hit major support levels, it goes up from there. And when you hit resistance levels, it goes down from there. Now, of course, this is probabilities. We don't know. It can continue breaking down. It can continue breaking up. This is why you need more advanced tools like footprints and, block charts and all this stuff, which that's more advanced. Okay, and one day I might show you guys those things, but for right now, this is where we at. When we hit the support levels, we look for long. When we look at the resistance levels, we look for shorts until it breaks. Okay, now one of them is gonna break and you're gonna have a losing trade. But if you have your risk management in place and you only risk a little bit of money, right? Well, you're gonna get stopped out, but you made money all around these times, right? Back and forth until it broke. So let's say an example, you took 10 trades, right? And one of them was a loss, but you won 9 times, big amounts, and you only lost a little bit on that one. Well, that's a successful range trade, right? So there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this short video for you guys. Also, a quick announcement, I am starting to record the videos for the bots program, okay? I will be having more announcements about them in the coming days. We are going to be releasing in the next few weeks. It's coming up pretty soon. All right, so I will let you guys know about that. We have surpassed over 91,000 already in the bots, okay? So it's pretty excited for that. I hope you guys are waiting and enjoy it. And I hope you love these videos. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, like the video, and comment below, and I'll respond back to you. All right, so I hope you have a great day. Remember, stay safe. Remember to always have a bearish and a bullish scenario plan for each trade. Okay, make sure that your risk management is in place so you do not have big losses. And always make sure that you trade probabilities. And remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just do these videos for you guys for educational purposes only. We only trade with paper trades here. We do not use real money and none of those things, okay? So I hope you enjoy this stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, let the profits come to you.